Hey everyone. Hope everybody's having a good week, a good day. Out in the woods, rivers in front of me, enjoying time in nature. I came up with something this morning and I wanted to share it with everybody because I had a moment of peace, a real moment of peace. And those aren't always easy to come by, especially if you're going through difficult times. And getting your body to relax and nervous system to calm down. And you've got various things that are going through your mind, whether it be things from the past, or fear of the future. And what I came up with was a 4-word mantra of sorts. And it's something that I'm going to continue to work on. But in the moment that I came up with it, and then in moments since, I found it to be helpful in a short amount of time. And I wanted to share that. And the 4 words are accept, forgive, surrender, and trust. Accept, forgive, surrender, and trust. So going through each of those, the word acceptance, is wide-ranging. For me, it's acceptance and accepting decisions I've made in the past that perhaps I wasn't happy about in retrospect, and have regrets about. That make me uncomfortable. And they could be decisions that, at the time you made them, you thought it was the right decision. And then looking back, it turns out it's not the right decision. At least for me, I could be pretty hard on myself around that. But I continue to do a lot of work, just accept the fact that it could have been, it seemed right at the time, or I was doing it for survival reasons, or I didn't know myself as well at the time. And, it's the decision I made, and that could range from work decisions to relationships and everything in between. And just accept that those are the decisions I made at the time. Other things, accept, there's these little red spiders on this table here everywhere. Accept situations that you didn't have control over, that you were born into, that you didn't have a choice. For a long time, and I still struggle with the way I look and my body, and I didn't choose it. I'm sure I could probably benefit from going to the gym a little bit more. But the way I look is the way I look. And, even if I carry a few extra pounds, it's okay. It's okay. Accept that. Accept it. And it continues to be work for myself. So acceptance could be wide-ranging, cover a lot of topics, and just accept where we are in life. Accept that things maybe didn't go as planned. Accept that there might be a bigger plan for you. Accept that there's a lot of uncertainty in your life and in the world and just in the universe. So acceptance. Forgiveness is the next one. forgiveness of, and there's some overlap with acceptance on decisions. Forgive yourself for making decisions that maybe looking back you wish you didn't, that led to perhaps outcomes that at least currently don't look like favorable outcomes. Over time they might make more sense. I love the line, you live life forwards, but you understand it backwards. I think that's Pascal, but don't quote me on that. So forgiveness, forgive yourself for decisions you made. Forgive yourself for maybe you hurt people and you didn't mean to intentionally hurt them. And then it also extends to other people. Forgive people who hurt you. Forgive situations that maybe didn't align for you. Forgive yourself and forgive others. And that's hard. Forgiveness is hard for both of us. And what I mean by both of us, for ourselves and others, forgiveness is hard. I know we could be hard on ourselves, and I know we could be hard on other people. And what I'm learning is the harder we are on ourselves, the harder we are on other people. So and I find, as you forgive yourself more, you forgive others more. And it's a process. It takes time. Next is surrender. Surrender or let go of the past. Surrender of the masks that you used to wear, or that you're currently wearing, that need to be let go of. Surrender performance to survive. Let go. Surrender that it's going to be okay. And surrender to the unknown. Spiders everywhere. Surrender to the unknown. Surrender to a higher power. Surrender to God. And that's also a hard thing. It leads to faith and trust, which is the final word. Trust that there's meaning in all of it. That there's lessons to be learned, that even through the pain, even through the uncertainty and the fear and the anxiety, that there's a higher power that's working in your favor. And that's where surrendering plays a role. Surrendering to that this period in your life, if you're going through a difficult time, is to bring you closer to your faith and bring you closer to your higher power, God, whatever version of the higher power you have, or don't have, and that you now have the opportunity to establish. That's something I could relate with, having not really connected to my higher power until continuing to go through trials and pain and tribulation. So really trusting that this is a time period that's going to bring you closer to your faith, and that's going to prepare you for the rest of your life, and whatever that might look like, and very often bring you closer to your purpose and closer to your meaning, and trust that it will happen at the right time. And that right time is what I've learned and been learning, is not necessarily the time you may have envisioned. That's where acceptance comes back in, accepting that. That's where surrendering comes back in, surrendering to that, and then trusting. So, acceptance, forgiveness, surrender, let go, and trust. Hopefully that's helpful. I'd love to hear any comments or thoughts on that, and anybody who has anything to share in terms of experiences with any of those words, work that you're doing or have done, other videos that you might want to share. I'd love to build a community here with folks of being open and honest and vulnerable and transparent and real, because that's what we need right now. So sending love, kindness, and compassion, and see you soon.